Wow, wow. I don't want vagina abs to stick. That sounds so awful.
Daddy, what's that?
Cyborg, I want to point out that you can't say the word wolf. You said night wolf before, and it's pissed me off ever since.
No beta code. I'm surprised.
Not bowing down to the con. That's a paddling.
Hey, Cyrax boy, guess what?
Who the fuck doesn't like Yoshi?
I don't like Yoshi.
What the fuck?
Yoshi.
How do we feel about Trevor? Because I gotta say this. I want to see him come.
Yes, but it's because I'm actually peeing in a bucket at the bottom of my seat. So
Nitara's design.
You know, you're saying Motaro again.
Oh shit, thank you.
Just let it go.
I'm on so many drugs at the moment.
Great. Glad to hear it.
Alright, well, I'm done being serious. We can talk about the taste of cock again. If that's what you guys want to.
Wait, what?
This is my fucking ass hanging out. What, bitch?
Are we
Guys,
even
not
recording right
understand-
now?
We're not recording, of course not. Nobody's gonna listen to this.
I hear like the sound of like bullets being loaded into a chamber and like shots being fired.
Is it like an air gun? I don't.
I'm hearing like Russian roulette like right up next to the mic. What's going on? Yep, definitely taking shots with a rifle.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Nethercast. I am Cyborg, and I am joined, as always, by Shad, Razor, and Django. How you guys doing?
And temp.
No, he doesn't get a shout out without giving me the run back first.
Wow. Ow.
Yep.
I'm
Wrote it.
sorry.
It's his own fault. So just
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
when he's in the corner, just ignore him. He doesn't deserve the attention. He's just
Sorry.
thriving on it.
That was my bad.
Yeah, that's okay.
We were here for
Mommy and
him.
Daddy fighting again? What?
We were here for him. He was not here for us.
All right. So first off, right off the bat, let's just throw this out there. You know, we have a Discord, so join the Discord, completely free. It's in the description. You know, it's just an app like Skype, but we have a whole community in there, a chat system, and all that good stuff. You can listen live and all that good stuff, except for right now because we're not in the live channel. But that's cool. We might want to switch over there. Let's do that.
You know, I was actually about to say that we're recording right now. It's a good thing that you said that.
That's okay. Let's just jump in there.
You can just go to Discord as a website. You don't even have to use the app.
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't have to use the app. You can do whatever the hell you want.
And I'm going to the live recording channel in 3, 2.
You don't. Yeah, I mean it's good. But yeah, you don't need the app. You can go to the website. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, it's all free. But yeah, it's on the description if that's your thing.
I was hoping you were gonna do that. I was watching the names as you moved them. I was like, he's gonna leave me. He's gonna leave me. Oh, good, he left me.
I didn't move anyone.
Oh, that was the problem.
Yeah, we moved ourselves.
Anyways, so join the
figured
Discord,
it
join the
out.
Facebook group. We got a whole thing there. Good community going on. Lots of discussion all the time. And if you are
It's
into
so
Mortal,
easy to use.
yes, it is. If you're into Mortal Kombat forums and getting all sorts of competitive info on the game, go to testyourmight.com. And yeah, check us out on Twitter. So the big thing that I threw out there today is a survey of sorts, and I wanted to gauge what people's roster hopes are for MK11. I said, basically, if you were to build the MK11 roster and you had to choose 30 characters returning, who would you choose? Because I think 30 is a fair number. It'll be probably 25 to 30 returning for MK11 unless they do something drastic like, you know, bring in a ton of new characters again. I figure, you know, with MKX, they had 19 returning characters, but that's because they brought in so many new characters to sell the idea of 25 years later. So if you kind of dial that back a little bit, plus you have a bigger starting roster and more DLC, which they will do, I figure 25 to 30 is fair. So we threw that up, and we got a good number of responses. Right now, it sits at 383 submissions, and it's brought a pretty good consensus of what people are into, the characters they like. So I compiled the top 30 that people chose. So we're going to break down this list. And I also have the question of how many new characters do you want playable in MK11? Because this is something that we've talked about on the podcast. We've shared our opinions on, you know, how we feel about new characters, how we felt about the new characters in MKX, or if they should be, you know, making new characters or bringing more characters back and giving, some of the 3D era characters more love that didn't really get it. So, So where do you guys want to start? You want to start with the top 30, or do you want me to just get the new characters out of the way?
Yeah, do the new character thing first.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the choices were, out of how many new characters do you want playable in MK11? The choices were 0, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, or 9 or more. So have we ever had 9 or more? What is the record? 8?
There was a 5 to 6. You kind of skipped over that.
What's
Nine's,
that? I said 5 to 6. Anyways, 9. Have we ever gotten 9 or more in a single game? I feel like the record is what, 8?
Well, if you count DLC, there's 9.
What are you giggling about?
In MKI.
Hold on. Mr. Giggles over here. What do you got?
Dude, Ned, I'm sorry. Listen, I don't have enough for the class. I'll keep it to myself.
Right.
Are you still staring at the sock?
No, the sock is gone. Don't talk about the sock. Talk about it.
All right. Anyways, so here's the predictions, other than Razor, because he spoiled the party for himself.
Oh, whatever.
All right. Any predictions on what the highest grouping there is? The choices were 0, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 9 or more.
I'm going to say 3 to 4.
3 to 4 you think is the highest?
Yes.
I think
Django?
I think I'm right. I think it's 3 to 4.
Okay. So
That's what I went with.
starting with the lowest, which I guess isn't really surprising when you think about it, is 0. It only got 3.4% of the votes.
Wow, so I didn't even see the 0 option. My Freudian eyes didn't let me see it.
Yep. So
That's
most
crazy.
people at least want one new character. That makes sense. So only 13 votes for 0. The second highest was coming in at 7.1%, which was 27 votes, was 7 to 8 characters. And then the third highest, which there was really close between these next two, the third highest was 9 or more, and that was 62 votes, 16.3%. And then just above that, we have 16.6% was 1 to 2. 19.2% said 5 to 6, and a resounding majority, as you guys predicted, was 3 to 4 new characters was 142 votes, so 37%.
We are just that good, and all this can be yours if you bow down and worship us.
I think that's the... I mean, I remember when we all kind of chimed in on what we personally wanted. I think 3 to 4 was that, most of us agreed upon that. We felt like 4 is the most we'd want to see for most of us. Most of us said, 0 to 4 was that hot spot there.
Yeah, that's the sweet spot, I think.
Yeah.
And to keep some from just spreading things out too thin. If you have to do
Right.
6, then they're probably not all going to be winners. Probably.
It's
Sure.
a balance.
Yeah,
We, I think, more than any other fighting game franchise, have so many motherfuckers that the fan base wants to see come back. So we're always willing to give space to a couple more, but not too many, because there's just too many guys that we miss seeing. I would like to put an anti-vote for Fran Drescher. If MK has a Fran base, I don't want to know about it.
Yeah. No.
Fran base?
Fran base.
Ooh,
All
man,
the
I miss
Franiacs
Fran
out there.
Drescher. What's the fucking best Fran Drescher thing?
The show?
Isn't the nanny the only Fran Drescher thing?
I liked her in Spinal Tap, man.
Oh, she was in Spinal Tap.
Was she in
Yeah, dude.
Spinal Tap?
Yeah.
Fuck off. No.
Who's the fucking, she's like, it's sexist. What's wrong with being sexy?
Going on mute and Googling.
Have fun, dude. She's sick in that movie. Smell the glove. Sorry.
So yeah, I think
charming.
I think we're all in
I do
the
too.
we're all in the same boat here. What did everyone vote
Holy
for?
shit, it really
I
was.
voted 0.
Yeah,
I voted
figured
1
you
to
would.
2.
1 to 2.
What
Yeah.
are you asking?
What did you vote for?
3 to 4.
3 to 4. Yeah.
That's the sweet spot, man.
Yeah. No, I agree. 3 to 4, 1 to 2. I'd be fine with, anywhere 1 to 4. I'd be fine with 0. I mean, I would like at least maybe one new character. I just don't want a lot. I think that was kind
I
of
would
the main point.
not be fine with 0. I would be pissed as fuck.
If we got like a game where there was no new characters, I wouldn't be setting fire to conservatives on the streets or anything, but I'd be surprised. I'd be like, huh, weird. Oh well, shame. Moving
I just
on.
feel like that chick possessing Jade has to get her own form at some point. That's
Uh-huh.
the only new character I really want to see.
Like Omen.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, kind of.
Except with clothes. Something interesting going on.
Well, I don't.
Not just
I think
fucking-
Omen looks cool.
He's all right for a winged naked man.
I mean, that sounds pretty sick. Well, he's not, dude. That's come on. You're cutting
Well,
him.
Okay, I like the gear for him, like where you can put shit on his fucking face and arms.
The mask is pretty sick. I like his mask a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. Omen's cool. She's cool. Fucking no zero new characters in a fucking video game. What is this? Mortal Kombat 9 all over again? Come on.
9 had a new character.
People say that.
9 technically had 2 new characters.
Kinda.
I mean, come on. Who's the other one?
Cyber
Don't say
Son
Cyber
has his
Son.
own
Jesus
moves.
Christ, man.
He doesn't play
on.
like anybody else.
He's new. We've never had Kuai Liang in a video game. Now he's in a tin can. It's a whole new world.
I've never had Kuai Liang dive kick in a video game.
Boy, game changer.
He has his own strings. His normals are completely original.
His name is Kuai Liang.
He's a completely original character, like Sanic.
Just like Triborg. I like
Technically,
Triborg.
Blonic.
This reaction when
I
mean,
like Triborg.
do Human and Sector and Cyrax count now too because of this logic?
no, they have the same moves. Those are just costumes.
Uh-huh.
Listen, you take with every fucking step forward, you have to take an actual step forward to bring in, like, at least contribute something new to
Okay,
the.
well,
to the
Scarlet
franchise.
is an actual new character.
Ah.
Don't sigh at me, she is.
Sure, I guess. So would Red Robin have been if they put her in there,
Whatever, man.
dude?
She's
Fine,
literally
yeah,
a
Scarlet
character
is
who did
new.
not exist.
She was new.
Well, let me ask you this: does Trevor count as a new character in X? Because
That's a good question. I don't know. Does he? You tell me.
I count him as a new character.
Nah.
See, I think Trimmer's even like a little harder because he was in an actual game before.
Well, no, he was in Special Forces,
Yeah, that's a video game.
but he wasn't like playable ever before.
You know what? You're right. You're right. Listen, Mortal Kombat 9 had a brand new character.
At least one. There you go.
At
And
least.
I've looked up Red Robin, and I already regret my life choices.
Stop encouraging that shit. Just fucking.
What?
So 0 characters. Good stuff.
Anyway,
French fries.
so let's get to the
Let's get
top
to the
30.
list. Yeah. All right.
French
So
fries.
Not good at
Grand prize.
anybody that hasn't actually looked at the results, what's your guess at who got first place, meaning the highest number of votes? Because I will tell you, whoever got first place did so by about 20 votes.
Huh.
Seriously.
Thoughts?
Wait, can you tell me again
Sub-Zero.
what the top the most how many participation numbers did we have?
It's-
Man,
We have
didn't-
currently 390 responses.
Wow.
There you go.
And you put that thing up today. That's pretty goddamn
Yeah, it's gonna
good.
keep
Well,
climbing
it made
because
it onto Reddit.
yeah, Reddit
So-
right now it's gonna blow up there. It's
Brusk was pushing it for SummerSlam.
yeah.
Ooh.
So what are guesses? Shad, who's your guess for number 1 by about 20 votes? Like I said, no spoilers. Just who do you think if you haven't looked?
Huh. I am I want to say Fujin. I have faith in the people.
Okay, we gotta vote for Fujin.
It's always a mistake, but
Oh, you
I
sweet
just-
summer child.
I just need to put out the last of myself before you tear me down.
Okay, Temp, what do you got?
I have no faith in the people. Sub-Zero.
Okay, Django.
Fuck, this is hard because I don't know how people interpret
It's
it.
actually
Like, is
currently
this what-
first by 10 votes, I should say.
like what people wanted the most, or what
10
people
votes,
think is
that
going to be
sounds-
there the most.
sounds
If I have to guess like what people wanted the most, and that's what they went with, it might be Fujin. I guess I don't know. That's fucking hard.
So we got
I
2
don't-
for Fujin, 1 for Sub. Razor, I'm guessing you looked. I've looked,
If
so
I hadn't looked, I would vote Sub-Zero.
okay.
Reminder: they call me the cynical one. Mm-hmm.
All right, so first place at Currently, 329 votes. So out of 393 responses, 329 people voted for this person.
It's gonna be stupid.
Is Noob Saibot.
Oh fuck! That was my second guess.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
You know
Alright,
what?
not bad.
I can't disagree with that. That's a fair.
I'm actually very proud
concerned.
of them for this.
It's a popular
They did not
character.
let me down.
It's a popular character. All right, second place. Now we'll kind of go through the list here, and then I'll share some extra statistics later after we go through it, like who's in last and all that good stuff. But second place is Scorpion, no surprise, at 319 votes.
I wonder if he'll make it in. Cast your votes to show you care.
Just
Do
behind,
it, or you'll never see him again.
Just behind Scorpion by a couple votes is Raiden. Just behind Raiden by 3 votes is Sub-Zero.
Okay.
And then I'll go down the list here. These places might have changed by a little bit because I've been compiling them over the last half an hour or so things could have changed. There were some close races between a couple people. But after, so far we have Noob Saibot, Scorpion, Raiden, Sub-Zero. Next was Katana, then Liu Kang. Now number 7 gets a little more interesting. So basically right there we got out the obvious ones. Save for Noob Saibot may not have been super obvious to be first place, but Scorpion, Raiden, Sub-Zero, Katana, Liu Kang, those are pretty much your givens. So for number 7 we have Jade.
I can believe it. I think that's
Very
a good
nice.
choice.
Yeah.
My faith is not exactly dead.
I think the secret hyping of Jade has, helped.
The Scorpion, Raiden, and Sub-Zero, I suppose, is inevitable because of filthy casuals, but that's pretty cool to see. You filthy fucking casuals.
Oh, it gets better.
I mean, honestly, would you not vote for them?
I was going through the entire list, and I'm like, I'm at 28, I'm at 29, and that's the point where I'm like, did I actually vote for Scorpion and Sub-Zero? And I thought for a second, I'm like, would I actually want a game without either of those two in it? And I went, okay, yeah, fine. And then I removed 2 of my votes and put them in. So, fair, I guess.
Sounded moist.
That was a nice period on the end of that sentence.
Yeah, I guess. You guys can be in here. There you go. Go.
All right, so after Jade at number 7, so number 8 after Jade is Fujin.
Ha-ha!
Golf claps.
Not too shabby.
8th place is respectable. I am happy with that.
Yeah,
That's
8th
good.
place,
That's
and
pretty
he
cool.
has 283 votes.
All right.
That's really 283 votes out of like what, 300 something? A little bit plus?
395, he's at 284 right now.
395.
Yep.
That's very respectable.
Yeah, definitely.
I take back what I said, filthy casuals. I take back what I said. A lot of you, I guess, are in the same boat as me.
He can take it back again.
You have to think, would I actually want a game without Scorpion or Sub-Zero in it? And you go, yeah, I guess probably not. That's fair. I'll shut my whore mouth.
So now this next one is actually, I feel like, much more surprising than Fujin because I would have been surprised if Fujin got left off the list. It's nice that he made it 8th. Now number 9 is Rain.
Huh.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like Rain was robbed. I think a lot of the Rain fans are bitter, so...
I can see that, yeah.
As we speak.
Rain's been kind of taking it up forcefully up the poop chute for about 2 straight games now.
Whoa.
What's going on?
Yeah, he got
Pulp Fiction.
he got to be playable at 9.
You had to pay extra for him, but he got to be playable. Still.
He looks pretty cool.
They even let him have a stupid roundhouse.
We just need
But,
Bruce
yeah,
Willis
it's a
with a
privilege to have a
katana coming in.
No, I mean, honestly. The guy's needed a starting spot in the roster for fucking years now. We've agreed on this, and 9 shafted no character harder than it did Rain. It showed you Rain. He had a huge part. They let us fight Rain. You still couldn't play as him because fuck you.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I actually didn't vote for Rain. It was like hard though. Like I was thinking about it because I was going like, well, on one hand, this game might have Taven and Dagon in it. It would be real weird to leave Rain out. But then I went, yeah, but he was kind of in the last two, and also I don't care about him that much.
I don't think I actually voted for him because I was like, he's been around for about 2 games, and that's more than I can say for a couple other folks on the roster.
Yeah.
See, you guys are all judging for the weirdest fucking reasons, like story and what people want. And I'm just like, look, Prince died not too long ago.
Oh, man.
Fucking
He died before X came out, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
More recent than that.
You crazy?
Wait.
How dare you not know this shit? This is important.
It hasn't been that long since X
Get
came
your
out.
head out of the crypt, dude.
Fucking
Prince died
What
last
was
year,
it?
didn't he? Or was it the year before?
I think, has it even been that long?
Well, it's March. Yeah, it was definitely last year, but it wasn't like...
It was 2017, huh?
I thought you meant more than 365 days ago.
MKX dropped mid-2015. He died early to mid-2016.
Yeah.
That's what I knew it wasn't 2017.
We're actually coming up on almost 2 years now. It was April the 21st.
Anyway.
It feels a little belated for a tribute to me.
It's fucking now or never. Like, if you're not gonna tribute him now with Rain, his namesake, like, when are you gonna do it? Fucking Injustice 3? Like, you couple just fucking
It
do
is. It is never too late to pay tribute to the purple one. Okay.
It's not. It's fucking time.
And if you disagree, I got a Batman soundtrack on cassette to wedge up your ass.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying,
Sounds like you're disagreeing.
It kind of sounds like, you know...
It
you're
just
down with the
feels a
purple
little
Corvette.
bit like getting a get well soon card, like a year after you were sick.
Yeah, listen, man.
Why you gotta be racist against
or
purple
like
people?
or like a belated birthday thing 6 months after your birthday. Like it's weird.
Listen, it is weird. It's like Heath Ledger getting the Oscar, but he didn't get any of the cool benefits from that because, you know, he couldn't be there. But
well, now that's a weird catch-22 because Ledger wouldn't have been nominated if he was alive.
I know. Rain would not be on the starting roster any other way. This is the
I'm
only
gonna be
way
honest with
it's
you,
gonna
I don't
folks.
happen.
know about that because the whole thing with the rain
What?
is for MKX, like his bags were packed. He was at the bus station, and like Ed Boon closed the doors
Please.
right on his face and flicked him off and
Please.
drove off.
Please,
But
for the
Yes.
love of God,
Raving
do
to the
not
fucking window.
Even having
do not
a complete
mention
character.
MKX and a bus station to me. All right, Cyrax fucking was late for his bus.
That is an open wound.
God
And you are
damn
just poking it.
If
For
having
anyone
a new-
Just
For
keep
anyone
picking that
who,
scab, bro.
I can't take a bus anymore after that.
For anyone who is not familiar with what we're talking about right now, quite some time ago there was a post of like Cyrax, our cosplayer was Cyrax, like reading a newspaper on a bus, which was posted by Andy. He's like, he missed the bus for the game. It's like, you're not actually funny, said all the Cyrax fans. You're not fucking funny at all. Shut up. Oh,
So Rain was number 9, right?
Yeah, we're on Rain number 9. So number 10 is Kenshi, which makes sense. No reason not to have him back. Number
It's boring,
11.
but it makes sense. Like it's
There's been a few people in our Discord chat who are like, Kenshi should sit one out, and I'm like, fuck you.
No. If anybody should sit one out, it's actually this next person, coincidentally enough. Number 11, Ermac.
Yeah.
yeah.
I love
Like a
Ermac,
break.
don't get me wrong. He's badass. He always looks great. It's just, he has been in a lot of the games. I feel like if
Yeah.
either of them should sit out, it should be Ermac.
Also, I don't like where they're going with his character. Like, Ermac was one of my favorites in Deception, but this evil mummy shit, I'm so not down for.
yeah,
Just
they ruined
fuck
the
Ermac
character.
now.
Ermac is one of the worst fucking characters in Mortal Kombat. I hope he never returns ever fucking again. I hate that character now.
You know we're
Blow up.
recording, right, Tim?
Blow-
You
blow
can't
up.
do that.
So
Yeah,
little
you
power.
say never talk shit when the mic's on? Here we go. Fuck Ermac. That character sucks. He took something great in Deception. Probably one of the best story threads in MK history, and they fucked it up. I hope
Listen,
Ermac
who's
is
the
gone
closest to
forever.
Tim? Somebody go check on him. He's not well.
He says
This is lore.
things.
This is canon. I've said this before. Everyone knows how I feel about this.
It's not new. This is the most, like, angry you've been about it.
Yes.
Oh man, I've thought about this a lot.
We've got
like there is a slight difference between Fuck Ermac and Fuck Ermac Forever.
Yes. It is
It's like a song. It's like
Yeah,
a
I
top
want him.
40 hit.
I just said he should sit out a game. I didn't want him never to come back.
right?
That's a little strong, dude.
I don't know.
in terms
You
of
have no
having
middle ground, do you?
Go back to formula a little bit. That's you can repair what's wrong here.
Ermac is born and ruined. Change my mind.
Damn.
Look,
Listen,
I don't think we need like a third consecutive fucking game in a row with 2 telepaths running around. And if we're gonna play the game where we've got evil versions of characters running around like Liu Kang, Katana,
I don't know.
Ermac can
That
sit
whole
one.
Ermac
We
and
have 2
Kenshi have the
telepaths?
same powers. You can only have that is so boring to me. Like they're different enough.
Yeah, they're
yeah, they don't have the
They're-
same powers.
agreed.
There's a similarity there that's not quite there with a lot of other.
really?
Yeah, they
Like,
both
not
levitate.
anymore, especially.
So does fucking
Yeah.
Katana with her weird blue magic. Like
What?
Same character.
Well, her blue magic is supposed to be wind, so I guess we can't have her and Fujin in the same game.
Just leave Katana alone. Just leave her alone.
Yeah, you've
I
got
don't
2
know,
people
man.
who are smacking your bitch up from halfway across the screen to 3/4 across the screen. It doesn't matter to me if you're levitating them or slapping them around or slapping them on the ass.
Okay,
the
but
powers
there are
are
a
just,
bunch
I
of
just,
guys who do that.
yeah, but no
Ermac
talking
has
is
the whole, like-
There's just
Ermac has the whole like teleport punch thing that he wants to get in there and then start lifting you up. Like
Yeah,
Kenshi doesn't really do
Ermac-
that.
Ermac
I'm not
does shit
saying
that
that
like
they're
breaks up into tiny green dots, and Kenshi like
I'm not
makes
saying
extra
that they're
projection of
identical. I'm
himself.
just-
It's super different.
I'm about the diversity, and there are enough similarities
Well, let's
that
talk
they
about
Be more
should.
progressive when it
Fireballs,
comes back.
then.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Listen, man. Ermac can't read people's minds
It's true.
or talk in their
Hang
their
on.
minds. No, he can't.
Hang on, I'm trying to remember like Deception's like conquest
can't?
over him and shit, and then
No, it's he's only got telekinesis. It's true.
telekinesis.
He's got a little bit.
charges
He's
himself-
got like
charges
an
himself
ability
with
to
soul-
things, but he can't literally read minds.
Yeah,
He's
telepathy.
got
He
the
can't
channel-
talk. He's not
whole
Professor X.
world in his hands.
I'm right. There's something in one of the endings about him channeling power and like helping Liu Kang stay on the mortal plane. The powers
No,
of a
that was
telepath in
pretty
Mortal
idle.
Kombat are whatever they really need to be at that particular moment in time.
Anyway, who's next?
All right, so we left off
Goldberg.
on number 11, Ermac. Number 12, I guess people are craving for this character back. He was only sat out one game. Shang Tsung.
Yes.
I can see
Yes,
Name's
to
that.
coming up
this.
a lot lately.
Yeah.
Golf clap. Good choice.
Now,
There's still one that's I'm waiting for, but I knew Shang was coming.
number
makes sense.
13, who is surprising made it so high on the list, but I'm glad to see it, is our first returning character from MKX that was introduced in MKX, I should say, and that is Kotal Kahn.
I knew it'd be Kotal.
Yeah.
I was at least hoping that it would be Kotal. Like
I was
of all the-
95% sure that, yeah.
Of all the new characters in X, I think Kotal's the coolest. I can see an argument for Aaron, but I'm glad it's Kotal.
It was either going to be one of the two, and to be honest, I thought that one of the new characters would rank a little bit higher than this. But if you got to pick one person, yeah, this is good.
I think it's like I get it. I would probably I might agree. I think Kotal and Aaron are like right neck and neck, but you know, a lot of our a lot of people around here don't.
Or
Well, yeah.
Takeda.
Hey, fuck you,
Takeda's all right. Don't get me wrong. I'm just
Fuck
glad
you.
it's not one of the kids.
fuck you.
Would you hate
No.
me if I told you I voted for 2 of the 4 kids to come back?
Oh, I voted for the kids. I'm just glad they're lower on the list than Kotal is.
There's a
That's
lot
fair.
of people I get like, especially probably people that voted on this are voting a lot for like story purposes and stuff like that or whatever. Like there's not a lot of people that probably vote just for like this character looks cool and like that's about it. And that's a lot of what's going on with Aaron Black. I think like he doesn't have that much story relevance and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
no, he
damn,
is.
He
is
just
a guy
fucking looks
whose
cool.
stock and trade is completely looking cool. Yeah.
And
Which is
boy, he's
okay.
rolling in it just based on that. Like he's saying a lot. And that's if you look cool enough, that's plenty for me in a fighting game.
Indeed.
And Aaron Black, boy,
All right.
I
Out of
believe in Aaron
curiosity,
Black.
Cyborg, out of
Sure.
curiosity, if they're not like if they're not like up there right now, somewhere near the top, and you're going to list them off. How much did Sonya and Johnny get?
We're getting there.
Like,
we're getting there.
okay.
Don't spoil it, dude.
Yeah,
Come on,
we're
I wanna know
getting
that
there.
too.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna
I didn't know
after
how
we're
far
done
you
with
were
the
going.
after we're done with the 30. So I'm just gonna list the top 30 because that was kind of the whole goal of the thing. I'm gonna list some runner-ups that got really close to making the 30 cut, as well as I'm gonna
All right,
list the
that's
bottom 5, the ones that got the least amount of votes. Continuing on though, after Kotal Kahn at number 13, we have number 14 is a favorite amongst the Nethercast, and that is Smoke.
Yes, there he is. That's who I was waiting on.
I'm actually surprised he didn't do better. I'll be honest with you. thought
I
he
was
did
too.
better
Yeah.
than that.
I'm a little surprised too.
I'm not actually. This makes a lot of sense to me.
I thought
We
Smoke
love
was going to
him.
be
I
Rain.
I would have thought Smoke would be higher than Jade. That's all.
Not after 2 games.
I guess
of
I'm
I don't
underestimating the appeal of tits.
Kotal
It's a
doesn't
good
have
sign
to.
to me, though.
Kotal doesn't
Good
have
choice,
to.
folks.
Well, you know, he's
Well,
got
yeah.
big pecs, dude.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
He's got some mighty pecs.
He's a little puffy. He's got a bit of the Triple H going
Yeah.
on.
Triple H.
Did we all vote for Smoke?
That's the first
Yeah, I
person
voted
I
for
think
Smoke.
of when I think of somebody whose muscles are puffy.
I actually voted for Kotal, honestly. I don't really like the character, but I believe every era should be represented. And I thought he
I
was
voted for
one of the
Kotal.
definitive representations of MKX.
Yeah, but I voted for Kotal. I've voted for everybody so far
As did I.
except Rain.
I thought Smoke would be higher than Rain for sure. That's crazy. I voted for both of them, but I thought Smoke would be higher.
Yeah, I feel like
This sounds like a comfortable range to me.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would have expected maybe a little bit higher, maybe by a couple slots, but he actually just got passed by the next person. I'm keeping track of the totals as they're going.
What's wrong
So
with
Smoke's not
assholes?
technically number 14 anymore. It
Oh,
actually
God.
Wow.
he would be 15. I'm not gonna keep
Poll is
updating
still
as we
open.
go, but number 15 on my list, who just took number 14, is the one and only Johnny Cage.
Come on.
So
Poor Smoke.
what you're saying is Kotal got caged.
No, Kotal's still
Wow.
Kotal's still in
Oh,
13.
Smoke got caged.
Smoke got caged.
Tomas got
Ah,
caged.
it's unfortunate.
That is actually
Damn,
very
man.
surprising to me.
I'm disappointed.
I actually would not have given Johnny Cage like top 20.
Oh, now they're
I
actually
would-
tied.
I'm not surprised.
I feel like people who like really like play the games like just don't see him as a character, they see him as a gameplay archetype. So I have to have Cage. I will never not vote for Cage.
I like John. I would have put Johnny ahead of Lou, honestly. And I'm a Liu
Yeah.
Kang fan.
I would have done that too. I voted for Johnny. I just didn't. I want Johnny in the game actually.
See, I
But
felt like
but more than Smoke. Come on, man.
see if
I
you were
honestly kinda
separating.
figured that Cassie might have gotten it on over her old man and her old lady.
If we were separating these by starting roster and DLC, I thought Cage would have been a great DLC character. Like I would never not want him, but I felt like man would he sell well.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But moving along, so we've done the top 15. Let's actually break there for doing the bottom 5. So I will reveal the very bottom 5 before we finish out the back half of the 15.
Oh.
So
Oh boy, I wonder which one Jarek is.
tied for fourth
Oh, no.
lowest. Tied for fourth lowest. We have a 4-way tie
Hot.
between Darius, Suhao, Jarek, and Moloch.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
These characters called not one single vote amongst themselves.
Oh,
did
sorry, Jarek managed to pull ahead. So those other three,
What
Darius,
is wrong with you?
Who said that? Listen.
Darius, Suhao, and Moloch are number 5, and now Jarek is number 4.
The important takeaway is
This
that
was one of you,
Suhao
wasn't
is
it?
neither the worst nor the second worst.
Or I should say the opposite of what I just said.
Jesus.
Jarek is number 5, and the other 3 are tied for 4th.
Okay, hold on,
lowest.
you bigots. Like, did
Wait, hang on. Jarek is the
no
lowest
one
now?
here?
No. Jarek is the 5th lowest. Darius,
Okay,
Suhao,
okay.
and Moloch are 4th lowest.
All right.
We're moving
Which
down.
one did any of you guys vote for any of those characters right there?
No, I did not.
No.
God, no.
No.
Tim?
It gets better.
No.
There's a great punch. There's a great
I
kick there.
voted for one of them.
Which one?
Well, I imagine.
I voted for Jarek.
I
Took too
thought
long to say
so.
that.
I wanted
Yeah.
Jarek. I want Jarek over Kano.
don't
I would like to see
believe you.
Jarek and.
Look,
Stop
I'd like
talking.
to see. I'd like
Now
to
you're
see
trolling.
not Kano, but I'm not going to push Jarek.
I could dig him.
You just voted and Cyborg just refreshed.
No.
You did that because I said he was at the bottom, didn't you?
I did not. I did this like hours ago.
All right, let's
Look,
keep moving.
This is my genuine heart's feelings, man.
I really just want to enjoy that there's at least 3 people who everybody thinks are worse than Su Hao.
Trust me, it
I
gets
just want to
better.
enjoy that for a
That's
moment.
fair.
Number 3 is Cobra.
Haha.
Number 2 is Dairu.
Yeah.
Rightfully
Dairu.
so. That character is garbage.
Hence-
Number 1, which makes absolute sense, is Mocap.
Of course,
Yeah.
Mocap's last. So Mocap's a joke character, so the real last place is Dairu. And
Now,
that
the
makes
be-
me very happy.
The best part of all of this, Meat got 48 votes, beating all of them.
Yes! Yes! I love you, MK fan base. You know what you're talking about.
In fact, to add to the list of, basically I named everyone that got lower than Meat, except for one character. One more character got lower than
Please.
Meat, Mavada.
Yeah, it's legit.
Oh, happy day!
Mavado is indeed a worse character than Meat. It's legit.
It's time! It's time! Victory lap around the room!
What's going on?
Wait a minute, though. Okay, wait. Can you read them 5 again?
Yes. So we have Darius, Su Hao, Moloch, Jarek, Cobra, Dairu, Mocap in that order, descending. Mocap
Okay.
is the lowest.
Damn. I can't believe Darius is that high.
Darius
I'm
got...
actually surprised Darius is.
He's
that
got
high,
31 votes.
But I'm feeling extremely validated because people always used to say Su Hao was the worst character, and I'm like, no, it's fucking Dairu. Come on.
I agree with you.
Dairu sucks. It's true.
Dairu
Plus, we all
is
know the
worst.
5 greatest rappers of all time are Dylan, because he spits hot fire. All right.
All of those people that suck more than me according to popular polling. Wonderful.
Meat's great.
Okay, so moving back
Can't
moving
We're
back
all
to our
trying
top...
to avoid the obvious joke that we've done a dozen times before. So yes, moving back.
Moving back to our top 30, we last left off on number 15, which technically would be Smoke after being replaced by Johnny. They were last left off in a dead heat. I can actually update that because they
I forgot about that
retied.
for a second, and I'm bummed out
Johnny's
again.
at 282 and Smoke is at... Let's see if he got... Nope, he's at 281, so yep, he got replaced. So Smoke at number 15. Number 16 is Kung Lao. People want their Kung Lao back.
That's all right.
He's
I like Kung Lao, but I wouldn't mind him sitting on the bench once in a while.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him.
I did not vote for him.
I wouldn't mind him sitting out or at least being like saved for DLC.
I actually can't remember whether or not I voted for Kung Lao.
Yeah.
He's just another one of
if I
those
had to-
cool ass characters, man.
He's
If nothing
badass, yeah.
else.
Yeah, I like his gameplay.
If I had to pick a single
Kung
dude,
Lao. If you take out Kung Lao, you lose a lot, in my opinion. I voted for him, but he's never a character I would play. But I do think he adds a unique element to the
Yeah,
end.
he was one of my secondaries in both 9 and X. I'll play
he's
him.
been around for enough
I'm getting
games
bored of him.
consecutively now, and if I had to pick one of the main heroes to be surpassed or have their roster taken for a little while by their descendant or their offspring or what have you, I'd put Kung Jin up in his place.
It would be Liu Kang. I agree. Liu Kang, yeah, I'm voting him right out.
I feel like one of the
Already
Shaolins have to
heard.
be in there. You got to have at least one Shaolin.
Well, Liu Kang is the king of hell now. He can't sit out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kung Lao isn't doing anything useful. Fuck him.
Wait, Liu Kang, has he been on the list yet?
Yeah.
Yes, Liu Kang
He
was in
was
the
number
top.
6. Yeah, he was number 6.
Oh, fucking boring. Jesus. All right, go ahead.
All right, so Kung Lao at number 16. Number 17, a favorite of Temps, Reptile.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Now, him being that low is kind of surprising to me.
I think people are just tired. I think people still love him, but honestly, I voted for him just because it's like Kung Lao. From a gameplay perspective, you can't replace him. Nobody plays like Reptile. Like, that dash is so unique.
He's okay, I guess.
I do have to confess, though, I didn't vote for him either. He's also on my list of he can actually sit a couple of games out. I'm surprised that not everyone did, though.
I voted for him. I wouldn't be he's another one where if he's left out of the game, I'd want him as DLC. You know, there's certain characters that I feel like have a certain appeal to them that I think they'd, one, make a ton of money, two, I could just envision their DLC character trailer, I'd just be hype. But yeah, he's not really needed for story purposes.
I agree. I think Reptile's is never more fun and interesting than when he's a hidden character or a DLC. It's it's hype again. Here comes fucking Reptile.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Reptile, Ermac, I feel like both of those fit that. Man, they would be so hype as DLC if they didn't make the cut.
There's a mini game.
That would be something.
They're flashy characters. Noob's Eyebot, I was surprised, wasn't a DLC in MKX because of how flashy he is. He just makes sense to throw in there if he doesn't make.
I mean, honestly, how cool would Reptile be had he been on the standard roster in MK1?
Yeah, man.
Not as cool.
It would be a whole different situation.
Well,
he would have been guy. He would have been the other one. You know, it'd be one of them throws ice around and freezes you and holds you in your place, and the other one is dead and has a spear, and this guy just kind of spits acid at you and doesn't really have a lot going on.
Well, he didn't even have his own moves in one.
No, he didn't.
There was not enough
room.
And
if you give him everything he had in MK2, what he has is suck.
In the ball.
It took him a while for his gameplay to match the potential.
Quick, just
toss
out there. Just want to interject for a second. Quick mini game with Reptile and Smoke as well, but I think both of these two equally. It's always fun to see what they look like when they bring him back, because it's always a game to see how much do they change or fuck up Smoke or Reptile. And that's always in person.
Yeah, they experiment perhaps too much with those two.
Way so much with those characters. Maybe not in a bad way with Reptile. Smoke a little more controversial, but
I don't know. I would say the other way around.
Just to see what they look like.
It depends who you ask. Every portion of every form of Smoke kind of has their favorites, and it's someone's favorite in the fan base. Reptile, depending who you ask, it's oftentimes it's ninja or nothing. Or ninja with elements of the Reptile form. No one wants the fucking tail back except for me and a couple other damned weirdos. And every time you say, "Hey, wasn't his MK4 one the best ever?" and there's kind of a tumbleweed that blows by.
I like the MK4 one.
I
like
weird.
his alt in MK4.
But I don't think Smoke's ever had there's never been a iguana tail version of Smoke. He's never had anything that egregious to me.
I really hate the hair.
Well, I like what the hair should be. I like the idea of the hair.
Yeah, the idea of the hair is okay.
I like the ninja without the cap on for once.
I like the idea
if it was just style different. If he didn't look like a girl.
I'm okay with that.
There are ways for a man to wear long hair that he won't look like a fucking girl.
That's not the girl doesn't.
You say that like it's a goddamn bad thing. Let the metrosexuality flow through you. And if we're gonna talk about a sin that smoke has on his conscience, it's the goddamn garbage man pants.
The difference between his hair and 9 and a mullet is a little bit of gel.
Who fucking cares? Gravity. What are you guys talking about? It floated. There's not male or female.
All right, Cyborg, this is chaos.
It's short in the front.
Guys. In the time that it's taken you to discuss all this, Reptile's lost his place as number 17. He has been debunked. He has now moved down to 18, whereas who took his place? The second character introduced in MKX to be featured on this list. Aaron Black.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure. Aaron Black is cooler than Reptile. I'm glad he took his place.
That's what you get for taking so long. He just lost his place. Just like in the games, he played second fiddle already.
I'd like to think that talked our fans out of voting for Reptile this time.
I think that's literally what's happening right now. I think our fans are voting as we bring up like plot.
Yeah.
No, there's no way. Anyways.
We're fucking affecting the data here. This is like a circle.
No. Okay, so we got Aaron Black as number 17, Reptiles number 18, number 19, another favorite of Temps, Nightwolf.
Interesting. Okay,
Respectable.
Wow, Nightwolf made the list.
Yeah.
I'm super happy. I missed that character.
I am really
was
happy
also
about
that.
that. Yeah.
Cool list. Cool people voted for these characters. Cool.
Wait, what number was he?
19.
I think I might have him at exactly 19 on my list.
Damn.
I do. I had him at 19 too. Wow. I'm impressed with
More you
myself.
know.
I'm sorry. Listen, I got excited. Nightwolf is cool.
He's
All
okay.
right. Jesus.
Jesus Christ, dude. Come on, man.
Well, he's been dead
He's
for
legit.
20 years, and he wasn't even in X. He was in, like, the background of one shot.
That counts as being in X. Like, Smoke was in X too. I guess
shouldn't have
Nightwing
been
didn't have
down there
No
at all.
dialogue, though. Like, and he got to kick Raiden.
I wish I could kick
Nightwolf
Raiden.
had that badass red Native American energy. That was tight.
Selflessly sacrificed his life to help all of his stalwart companions and comrades. Has soul claimed by Quan Chi because of reasons.
I want to see a red shoulder charge.
You want him to be a Red Lantern?
That'd be tight. Yes.
Red Lantern Nightwolf?
Like, let's be clear. I like Nightwolf, and I would love to see them actually do something with him that actually addresses how dumb it is for him to be in hell.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't expect it.
I just want shoulder charges.
All right, so moving on from Nightwolf, we have number 20, Cabal.
That's surprising. I cannot believe he got that low.
That sounds about right to me. He was
Yeah.
actually on my list. I think that he was actually pretty heavily missed in MKX, and this is half the story people, and this is half the tournament theing game people talking.
Yeah.
There's no one that plays quite like Cabal, and I can see a lot of people from no matter where you're coming from missing the guy.
Yeah,
I do.
The nice thing about this poll so far is on Twitter, it was retweeted by several different sites. It was retweeted by Test Your Might. It was retweeted by Mustard, so on and so forth. But it was also retweeted, by several people that would probably enjoy story, like us. And, our community is a lot of, people that like lore. So I feel like we got a good representation from all of those sides.
You know what? I kind of feel like we should come back to this thing like next podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And see what the results are like.
We're going to see if it changes. Right now we're at 426
This is
responses.
day one.
Yeah, we're at 426 currently, so if it doubles, then yeah, these could change. Moving on from Cabal, number 21, which I was personally happy about, Frost.
Yeah.
I'm glad she made it. I voted for her.
I did too.
Frost is
Yeah,
good
she was
stuff.
on my list as well.
I voted for more of a
more of a pity
I'm on the
vote.
record. I've been on the record for quite some time as saying that if Frost was on Cassie's team, it would save those other characters.
Yeah, I agree. I expressed that sentiment in the past as well.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because number 22 is our first child introduced in MKX, Cassie Cage.
Oh, fuck.
Really? All right.
Oh, she's fine.
I'm not.
I
I'm
like
not,
this.
I'm gonna mute this for a while.
I'm gonna put myself in a 5-minute cooldown.
I'm gonna go hide in my hair for a minute.
You know what? I am surprised she beat Takeda, but I like Cassie. I'm not that surprised.
This works for me. I'll allow it.
I mean, everyone knows how I feel about Cassie. We can move on.
All right, moving on from Cassie Cage. This one's going to be a little bit of a controversial one, I feel like. One that has, well, not really controversial, but polarizing, is number 23, Melina.
God damn it, really?
She died in MKX, so
Again,
I'm surprised.
I
Well,
get this.
People don't want her to be dead.
This is still a legacy character with a very, very popular fighting style of her own.
Sure.
A lot of fun. Big fan favorite. Big hit with the cosplayers.
Yeah.
I am actually surprised Melina's not much higher.
Same, I agree.
I think there is a thought in a lot of people's heads that since she died in the last game, she won't come back in 11. But I wouldn't have expected that many people to have been stopped from voting for her by that thought.
Wily Win Melina she was very, very strong in the middle patch or the middle era of MKX. She's probably one of the most interesting high tier characters to watch, in my opinion. She's still so fundamental heavy. While Alien was boring, Cabal, I love Cabal, but from a tournament perspective, he's boring to watch. I'll miss her. I don't think she's coming back, but I do like that character a lot, and that style will be very missed. And that design too, I love her design.
Once again, another DLC character. I feel like she'd make a good DLC. She doesn't need to be there for story, just for gameplay.
Refresh me. Did we pass Katana yet? Have we mentioned her yet?
We did.
Katana was number 5. Yeah.
All right.
That is so weird. I thought they'd be closer than that.
All right. So moving on to number 24, I was definitely happy to see this person make the list, and that is Cyrax.
Can't dispute that.
Still so low, though. I thought he'd be higher.
Yeah.
I really did.
I'll be honest. I didn't vote for Cyrax, and I did vote for Sector.
All right.
Same here.
5-minute cooldown for the both of you. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, man. I don't dispute the character's place. This is, again, tournament perspective. The guy was insane in MK9. MK9 gave Cyrax probably more fans than he's ever had in his career, his lifespan. It's the 90s. People loved MK9 Cyrax. He was a broken, filthy bastard, and it was a beautiful thing.
Yes, he was too broken. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that dirt again.
Well, I mean, they'll
that's your fan base.
Kenji. Like they'll Kenji him for like they did in MKX. He's gonna be really bad for the first 2 patches.
He might.
See, I voted for Cyrax and did not vote for Sector.
Same.
I voted for Cyrax and Triborg, actually. I think Triborg and Sector, like, I would like them to like join their brains or some shit. And
I mean, if Sector was to come back, I would have Triborg be the way he came back. But
I think he's more interesting villain than
it's obvious. He's the host.
Like, here's the thing: if you have Triborg and any other Cyber Ninja on the same roster, then you have to change his name to Dual Borg.
Well, not really. They could just fucking bring in Cyber Sub again and actually make him not Quad Borg.
I cannot wait to get to my DLC list. It's going to be so interesting. But we'll continue. Yes.
All right. So, Cyrax was number 24. Actually, I'll add on to what you guys were saying real quick in that I voted for Cyrax and Sector because honestly, I'm hoping MK11 sheds a lot more or puts a lot in the Lin Kuei feud. Like, I felt like that was just such an afterthought in MKX, and that's a disappointment. So, give me Cyrax, give me Sector, give me more focus on the Lin Kuei. Same with Frost and all that good stuff. Number 25 would probably make a lot of people happy, and that is Havoc.
I was about to ask where this guy went.
Yeah.
A good choice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He was good.
Yeah.
I'd be more surprised if he was not in the top 30. Really,
we're all Havoc fans. Nobody's really shocked or anything.
And I think that we all wanted to have a bit of a better story than that comic book.
yeah. There's no reason he should be dead.
Next up,
we got at number 26 another returning character introduced in MKX. This time, Devorah.
Okay.
Devorah beat Takeda too.
Oh my god.
It makes sense to me. It makes sense.
Okay, listen, I get it. I got the 19 downvotes on that motherfucking list video. I get it. I see what's going on here. It's cool. It's cool.
People like the sexy, buggy, creepy crawly.
Look,
boy.
I
do too, man.
Yeah, she was great.
I do too.
I voted for Takeda, man.
To me, I've always thought the best. If I had to make the best 3 characters from MKX that they introduced, I should say, it would be Kotal, Devorah, and Aaron. To me, those 3 were more interesting than the others.
MKX's Outworld Resident game was on point. I said this last time. She was right at home with the rest of the roster. Can't say no to her. She got my vote.
It's so crazy to me because especially with these guys, like Takeda had a way better story shit. If you include the comic stuff than like Devorah, well, and Aaron Black actually.
So some of my thought on Devorah is like, yeah, she was great in X, but like the way that story ended, it's like, well, what do you do with her now?
Fix her story. That's what I would say.
And
that was the only
Like
disappointment.
Takeda doesn't really need he doesn't need any fixes.
Yeah, no, the team shows up. That's Takeda's story.
He helped make Scorpion like an actual person, like a character instead of just the Hulk or some shit.
It's like if you're making a Power Rangers game and you're trying to justify why is Billy there. You don't need to.
Well, we're 26 in and we haven't gotten Takeda yet, so it's getting.
I know
it's getting down to the nitty gritty.
But this is the fucking Royal Rumble. I know it's coming.
Keep on moving. Number 27 is Takeda.
Yeah.
That was beautifully structured. Thank you for that.
Well done.
He's so disappointed.
Hey, he made it. He's in the top 30.
Yay!
He's at the end of the train.
That makes sense.
You're right about that Scorpion stuff, though, Django. That Scorpion thing is, as a protege, that is a real good reason to bring him back. I didn't vote for him, but I do like that.
It wasn't good enough. But
I've had enough neutral jump punches in my fucking life, but I like the protege story.
I'm a bit irked that he got in above Kung Jin, but what do you want to do?
I think Kung Jin's design just holds him back. I don't dislike Kung Jin.
Jin needs a little work.
In terms of character, though, I find him just more interesting than Takeda. Always have. He's a lot more going on.
Moves are repeats of Lau's moves. He doesn't need those. And his outfit is like brown, and his headgear is kind of weird looking, honestly.
I do really like his bow staff. That thing is really cool.
Yeah, the staff is cool. Like in his archery stuff, I like. I'm just not all on board with the stuff he stole from Lau, like the chakram and the dive kick, maybe.
Somewhere.
He needs like Andrew WK.
They've done better with far less.
Andrew
can make him work.
Yeah, the ponytail isn't really working for me.
Yeah, he needs long, flowing, dark hair and just a badass costume. No more hoods. No more whatever that primary weird thing was. Just give him like badass like.
But that wasn't that bad. But yeah, but definitely lean more, I think, into the Raphael of the character than his default costume did.
He needs to party hard. That's what I'm saying.
He needs to show that edge just a little more because he's the edgy one.
It's actually amazing to me that all of the characters who could have had like the Shaolin bald braid thing going on, not one of them did. You got like Dairu, who kind of came close, but it wasn't braided, and then you had Shang, which was not shaved.
Yeah, but I think what Dairu proves is that hair on somebody who's not a Shokan, nobody wants it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely don't want it.
All right, we got
not on Sub-Zero.
28, another quite polarizing one. Baraka.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ! Takeda is one above Baraka?
You know what? I'm going to take back some of the nice things I've said about our community.
Yeah, come on, man.
I get it because he's been away, and the Baraka, and to be fair to the Baraka community, I'd be pissed off too if Alien did that to Smoke.
I like how you say the Baraka community like the black community.
He's been away because he's been in the trash can where he belongs.
That's a bit harsh. Come on.
It is not. That's me holding back.
Jesus, dude. Some people gotta grunt.
I hate Baraka.
Damn.
I agree, but I get it. Like the monster niche isn't super well done overall in Mortal Kombat. So if you want that kind of character, you have to either pick a boss or Devorah. So
man, I've heard so many casual people disagree with that shit. I've heard so many casual people be like, "I love the monster characters in Mortal Kombat."
Yeah, like I like Devorah. I like all the Shokans. I want Motaro back. Like. Yeah. I just hate Baraka. Like, I would love another Tarkatan. I just don't like that specific Tarkatan. He is... He came out of, like, a mold on an assembly line. I need one with personality.
Listen, man, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm no big Baraka fan myself, but people like him. Like, really, really, like, there are people out there, I promise. That are like, man, Baraka's cool.
His honestly, his MK9 costume was good.
I know, but like the people who like him are not friends of mine.
That's true.
They're not welcome in my
I'm never
house.
going to hang out with someone who listens to Slayer.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Like
The
there's
fucking
what the
blast
hell?
radius is just getting bigger and bigger. Jesus.
It's just a little
friends
too
don't
extreme for me.
dance.
I'd like to
I don't
take
even
this
know guys who
opportunity
have
to
nose
plug
piercings.
the fact that Slayer are currently in the midst of their first farewell tour, so go out and see them while you have the chance before they do the
Yes.
inevitable, like every rock
Go
band
out-
does reunite in 5 to 10
Go out
years.
and see them so that you could be trampled live in person.
Yes.
I've seen Slayer without Hammond.
Nothing wrong with Slayer.
Yeah, it's not.
Now, Razor, are you being honest with me? And is the hate really about the fact that Baraka has made it above Serena? Because I know that that's on your
Look,
mind.
I've already accepted the fact Serena's not going to make this list. That's not entering into it.
I voted
I
for
am
her.
a little
I just wanna let
salty
you know
that
that.
Baraka's ahead of Shiva.
I'm not.
I'm
I-
pissed that
I'm
he's
gonna vote for a
one
monster.
below fucking Takeda. This is bullshit.
I
It is
actually,
expected.
I actually did vote for
Proximity.
Shiva.
Man.
All right.
All right,
we got the
continuing
Baraka stuff out of the way,
continuing the list here. Razor had mentioned Motaro. Number 29 is not Motaro. It's Motaro actually only got 61 votes, which was 10 more than Meat. So stiff competition down there.
That's not bad.
Number 29.
For 8.
Another one that Temp likes. Not necessarily a favorite, I can't really say, but Jax.
I do like Jax a lot. He was actually one of my favorite characters in MKX because I felt like he broke the rules of the game, and the rules of the game were stupid. So Jax was a huge breath of fresh air. I really learned to love Jax. Also, that fucking denim vest is fucking sick as shit. I want that back.
I voted for Jax.
The denim vest was pretty sick. I liked it.
I want to say that I did too, but I did not. I'm tired of Jax.
I didn't, but I would love to have him back. The only reason I vote for him is because of all the pity votes I had to fucking give out, but I would have voted for him.
There's two things about Jax. If you got rid of him, you don't have any pro wrestlers on the roster. And if you got rid of him, you're encouraging more Jackie, and I'm not okay with that.
I can't argue
she
with
was
those
a freshman.
points.
I would take Jackie over Jax. Sorry, dude. I try to see them doing. I think that she does deserve a second chance. And
Look, she deserves a
if you wanna
second
talk about
chance if
people
they come back to formula with her moveset. I don't want any gauntlets. I don't want any guns on her wrists. Make a new
you can say
character
that,
and
like,
call it Jackie, and we'll talk.
some people need to take a break and not bring up Jax. Game has Jax missed in recent times. What game has Jax missed that was not Deception?
But
I
Jax
don't
is always
care.
knocked
Jax
out of
is
the park,
great.
though. Like he's
Who's
always
good?
been
Who's
a
going to do
serious
power
game.
bombs if you get rid of Jax?
Oh damn.
Tremor?
I've got an answer
Did Trevor
for you.
make the top 30? Who's next?
I'm
else
just
could
saying,
do-
he's not.
Who
have
else
to be
could
the
do
only big
power
buff
bombs?
guy. Hey, you know who's muscular? Baraka.
Hulk.
Who else
Don't-
could do power bombs, you asked?
No.
Actually,
Okay.
since we started this list, since we've started recording, number 30 was Scarlet, but has been replaced
Wow.
since starting.
Nice.
Somebody really jumped up. Number 30 is now somebody that could do power bombs, and that is Kano.
Kano can't do
That
power
breaks my
bombs.
heart. Like, I think Scarlet fucking deserves to be back so bad. I hate that they wasted that character, and Kano just sucks at everything. So I really don't like anything about what you just said.
That baby.
Yeah, that's
You miss
actually
him.
a huge bummer. Like, I voted for Scarlet. and
Yeah,
I did
she's
not vote for
actually
Kano.
not even. She wouldn't even be 31 anymore. She's dropped down about 5 or 6 slots.
I think a Kano fan got salty and made a bunch of accounts. But I'll give it that.
This bottom
Oh,
five.
yeah,
Red Man said he voted for Kano.
Yeah.
Look,
Just-
okay,
just-
so here's some quick runner-ups here. So basically, the ones that were close enough within like 20 votes of getting that number 30 spot, because after that it starts to drop down quick. Scarlet, Sindel, and I'll read off what they actually got. So Scarlet got 100. To clarify, let me say 30, which is what Kano got, is 199 votes. Sindel got 189. Scarlet got 187. Kung Jin got 186. Sonya got 185. Then you have
Sounds right.
Bo Raicho with 173 and Lee Mei with 177.
God, there was no Bo Raicho on that list.
So those are the ones that were still within contention of that number 30 spot. They were
Wait, how
relatively
many
close.
did Bo get? One.
Bo got 173. Kano got 199. So
Lee Mei is actually above Bo Raicho.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I voted for Lee Mei.
Yep, I did as well.
I think the timing's right for sure, and I like that character a lot, obviously.
So I'd say all of those.
Go for Baraka.
No.
Wasting votes. Just throwing them away.
There's no Bo Raicho or Lee Mei on that list, but there's a fucking Baraka. Come on, guys.
Baraka just made me laugh. He's tight. Get fucked, Ferrator.
Get fucked, Snake Eyes. Ferrator's awesome.
Ferrator got, for amount of votes, Ferrator got 106. So yeah, not a whole lot there. Triborg got 104 to put it in perspective.
So here's the thing. I was going to celebrate that Sonya didn't make the top 30, but knowing that she's close to it bummed me out.
Jesus. That's a good relief. I didn't think about that. That makes me feel a lot better now. Yeah.
That is a very interesting point.
Sector was at 172, just in case anyone's curious.
Well, yeah, it's not bad. Like I wouldn't be be anywhere near as bummed about Takeda if there was like good fucking people surrounding him. Like it was like, Bo Raicho and Lee Mei and fucking guys like that. He's fucking losing out to the shitheads he was losing out to. I don't even remember because I'm fucking spaced out. But
one surprising one is Motaro. I know he doesn't really get like a lot of kind of attention or focus. Maybe he just got lost in the fray within the continuation of the games, but he only got 75 votes. That's not a lot.
I was one of those 75.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was as well.
Kai got more than Motaro.
Yeah.
God, man.
Where the fuck is Reiko?
Reiko? That's a good one.
Oh, man, I forgot about how bummed I was going to be about him.
Reiko got 135. So
that's not
horrible, but yeah, he's not a lot. Serena.
I don't expect it to be back, honestly.
Serena was at 156, so
that's pretty good.
She wasn't too far off from the other.
Yeah, I don't like. She's only been in like one game where she was playable. People just don't really know.
They just don't know.
They just don't know. Like, how does fucking Baraka
you can't appreciate a giant question mark, no matter how like sexy its hair is.
One I was pulling for that didn't really perform as well as I hoped was Ashra, but she actually did okay. It was at 141. Not terrible, but.
So,
it's surprising though. I figured after story mode in MKX, people would have been like, "Who is this chick?" And I guess not. I guess that didn't happen after all, so who knows?
Well, there's been some of that, just not enough.
Tremor's at 152.
Where's Shao Kahn?
Tanya's 172, so she was right up
there.
there.
Shao Kahn has 3 votes more than Serena.
Shao Kahn's at 160.
Quan Chi, man. Where's Drummond hanging out?
Quan Chi is at... Quan Chi, where are you? QRS.
Here Kai had my vote too. Shame that.
Quan Chi is at 174, so he's up in that close to the runner-up. And then, who else did you ask? Drummond. Drummond is at 91. Didn't break.
Amuse me. Where's Blaze?
Oh God.
Blaze is 68.
Yeah,
not a lot. But yeah, that's.
It was less than Motaro.
That's the
what
list.
What about Dagon? Were they?
Dagon,
where were those guys at?
Dagon was Cybersub got 75. In case you're curious, Dagon got 85, and Taven got 81. Neither of them cracked the 100 either.
All right.
Okay, Kentaro
did not crack the 100 either. He's at 87.
That sucks.
Expected.
Goro actually did pretty decently. He got 170.
Yeah,
okay.
That hurts me in my soul, but okay.
It's cool.
But yeah, Shujinko's at 73. But yeah, that's the list. It'll be interesting to see.
Okay, wait. One more.
Sure.
Kira. Where's Kira in comparison to Cobra?
Oh God, she's at 57.
Ew.
Cobra's at 25, so she got double his. Which
That's
I
all
think is
I ask.
accurate.
That's fair.
Kira did beat me.
I heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. What? So yeah, that's the list. It'll be interesting to see if this thing keeps growing. It'd be cool if it like doubles in number and then we get a whole nother ball game. I'm sure a lot of them are gonna stay on the list regardless, but there's a good, like I said, all those runner-ups, they could still technically have a chance of making it on
I think it's gonna probably do better than double. Honestly, this thing has not even been up for 12 damned hours.
Yeah,
It would be
early days.
interesting if, like, 2 weeks from now when we come back to it, there were some, like, major upsets.
God, I hope so.
So yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep pushing it out there on Twitter. And like I said, it's on Reddit right now. It's at the top of the page.
Nice.
So hopefully it keeps getting people hitting it, and then we can take another look at it and have some fun with
fucking
that.
pray about it, guys. Like, fucking think about it before you start hitting these buttons. Just consider your options. Really take it into your soul. Ruminate on it. Go for a walk. Then fill out the survey. Stop drinking.
So to recap real quick, just so everyone's clear who got what, we have, counting down, we have 30 Kano, 29 Jax, Baraka 28, 27 Takeda, 26 Devorah, 25 Havoc, 24 Cyrax, 23 Melina, 22 Cassie, 21 Frost, 20 Cabal, 19 Nightwolf, 18 Reptile, 17 Aaron Black, 16 Kung Lao, 15 Smoke, 14 Johnny, 13 Kotal Kahn, 12 Shang Tsung, 11 Ermac. In the top 10, 10 is Kenshi, 9 is Rain, 8 is Fujin, 7 is Jade, 6 is Liu Kang, 5 is Katana, 4 is Sub-Zero, 3 is Raiden, 2nd is Scorpion, and number 1 is Noob Saibot.
Wow. This is interesting. This is a good idea, whomever did it. Cyborg.
Yes. That's all there is to it.
So yeah, hopefully that keeps fleshing out. Like I said, I love analyzing these things. I don't know how many times I've tried to go back and find that damn Event Hubs poll that Temp shared like years ago for MK, showing what people were voting for Combat Pack 2. And I remember like Jade and Frost and Smoke and all them rating pretty high Noob Saibot. So I'm like, man, I kept wanting to go back and look at that to get an idea of where the interest is at for characters going into MK11. And then I just thought, hey, why not just create something and hopefully it keeps growing. So hopefully it does, because I think this is cool. And then hopefully NRS takes a look. And obviously it's probably too late, obviously, by now. To drastically affect the MK11 roster, but game hasn't even been announced yet, so
it's true.
They don't reveal characters. You know, a lot of characters don't even get revealed till much later in development. So if they wanted to maybe take 1 or 2 from this poll that they weren't planning before and see if they can squeeze them in, or maybe do a course correct on 1 or 2 characters, hey, that's certainly possible. Plus, this is the perfect time to get them out there for DLC if they haven't made plans already.
Indeed.
I wouldn't bank on them making any changes to the roster at all at this point in time, but DLC it certainly is early enough to consider things.
Yeah,
definitely.
Absolutely. So on that note, that's all we're going to cover for today, and that was good. So if we get a lot of changes to this, we'll definitely revisit it either next episode in 2 weeks, or if not, what I'd like to do is Temp has a lot of... he wants to do a lot more round tables and such, so we'll definitely get around to doing that. So we're going to have some more discussions on MK11 hopes, desires, predictions. So in the upcoming weeks, because we're getting close, guys. We're within 2 months of this game being announced, easily. So not many episodes left before that announcement hits. So yeah, good discussions, and it's getting into that hype train starting to leave the station. So... on that note.
Oh, wait a minute. One right at the buzzer. I'm sorry.
What's up?
But I had a question if you still have the survey open.
Sure.
Onaga, where's that bitch?
Onaga, Razor's favorite, is at... he did break 100. He's at 132 currently.
Okay.
That's
all
pretty
right.
respectable.
All right. Don't drink and vote, people.
somewhere in the middle of the pack. That's fine.
And on that note, we're
It's
at almost
better than Blaze.
450 responses. We're at 447. So yeah, if we can hit 1,000 by next time, that'd be amazing. And we'll revisit the list all over again and see what's changed. So on that note,
Keep those calls coming. Pledge us $20, $50. It means everything to us.
I wish.
The
But,
rest of our
Keeps us on
Patreon.
the air for just a little bit longer.
there you go. See you guys later. Take care.
Bye.
Join the Discord.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Vote for Arena, everybody.
Yeah, that's right. Vote for our favorites so we can get those up there.
Hashtag meat votes.
Oh, God, don't do this. Do not make it a goal to make meat on the top 30. Do not make that happen.
Meat votes.
A vote for meat is like killing a kitten.
Beat that meat.
Hashtag beat that meat.
Oh man.
You will never win.